Hi, welcome to the live stream. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will speak through me. And just before we start, just to mention the one-to-ones are up on the website, but just for this week. And I'll be putting more appointments up for following weeks shortly. We're just in the process of changing our system at the moment, so there's that's why there's a delay there. But I believe there are probably appointments available still for this week. Um, and yeah, and also on the same website, the Archangel Raphael one, they're the 5 minute transmissions, shamanic protocol, and on the Gen site, they're the groups we run, the New Earth Energy groups, and also past groups as well, and also audios as well that you can purchase from there. Um, and also on the description, I've left the links for the two people in Gaza. So there's Ahmed, who's 27, who's lost his whole family. It was actually his birthday yesterday, and so there's a GoFundMe link, in case you'd like to send him something, to help him buy food and have water, and blankets and so forth. And there's also a link for Muhammad, and he supports a family of 9. He's a 26-year-old, and he's been struggling a lot with the cold. His whole family, and a few people have actually frozen to death in Gaza recently in the same area he's in. So yeah, he's got a lot of problems with the cold and trying to get his tent, more nylon for it, and yeah, just the daily struggles, for everything, actually, food, water, or just basics. There's a link for him as well. And even small donations really help. If many people send small donations, it all builds up. So I'm just leaving those links on, for when you feel you might want to send something. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. I would like you to know that what I'm seeing at the moment is that there is a lot going on many levels, that life is changing in many ways, and it is not so much about needing to be doing anything in particular, but it is about going with the flow, allowing the changes to happen, but also knowing inside that the changes happening are not simply orchestrated by you on a level that is beyond the conscious mind, but you are actually, in one way or another, part of something much larger. So your higher self is working with other people's higher selves. People are really coming to a place of, in one way or another, the oneness, whether it is by expressing a lot of love to each other, or whether it is by getting things done in a practical, pragmatic way to make things lighter and clearer for everyone. But people are working together on a deeper level. The higher selves of many people are coming together now in a new way. And the reason for this is something that you may not be able to easily understand on the earth, but it is actually because there has been a very strong energy arriving to earth, which has been coming in from a much higher place. And this energy is actually activating people on a much deeper level of their being when it comes to their higher selves. So there is an energy that has come in, which is actually coming from somewhere else altogether. It is an energy that has been sent in order to elevate people to a higher level, to make them more aware of the oneness. And it is actually a new energy that is arriving to Earth. It is of the oneness, but it is new, as in, it is helping people to go much deeper than ever before. So even if you have experienced moments of enlightenment, or perhaps lifetimes of enlightenment, you will find yourselves going deeper in this life because of this new energy. And this new energy is not about one thing or another. It is about simply going much deeper into the light of oneness. And this energy will then create whatever is needed in your life and other people's. For some of you, the expression of this energy can be you go into deep healing. You start to notice things in yourself that need sorting out. You notice ways that you are not quite right in yourself, that you are perhaps out of alignment. You are perhaps not aware of your habits, patterns, problem areas. Or it may be expressed more when it comes to friends and family, that you start noticing there are people in your family who have needs. And as a result, you are able to meet these needs, put things in place. But it will have a different expression for each one of you. For some people, it may be that you feel deeply activated to assist a certain area of life in order for it to be able to thrive, to be able to go beyond their current circumstances. Whether it is the animal kingdom, whether it is a particular group of people on earth, whether it is something else, such as another type of life form entirely. But you will all be activated more deeply. But you won't be alone. You will work with other people and you will come together in order to make things happen. So, this is the new energy that is actually coming in at the moment. And it is something a lot of you here have been waiting for. It may mean for some of you, even, that as a result, you separate with certain people because you are being drawn elsewhere, that your purpose is taking you to other people because there is something for you to do together. But whatever happens will be right. And the way to really go much more into this energy is to consciously ask that you are able to be deeply affected by it, because it will clear a lot of things up in your life. This higher energy has got the ability to sort out problems on a level that you cannot possibly imagine. It is not necessarily about you needing to know what needs to be done, but just being in the energy is enough. And then the right things will happen automatically through you and around you. I will say one more thing, and that is no one here is excluded from the oneness, but some of you may feel it because your lives have not been so easy. But as soon as you go into a higher energy like this, you will start to notice things get sorted out in your life more quickly. I will say also there is such a thing as needing to let go of any fixed ideas about how things will happen. It is a time of allowing, appreciating that answers come in from a higher place, that they don't come in from the current consciousness, because if the current consciousness had answers for certain problems, the problems wouldn't exist. So it is about allowing higher energies to come in and sort things out. I would like to speak about something else now, which is a strong energy arriving to some of you here that is connected to actually being able to be people who are spokespeople for others. So, some of you here are being, in one way or another, prepared to be spokespeople. Some of you already are. And to those of you who already are, the message is not so applicable because you are already in this position in life. But those of you who have perhaps not been able to do this in the past, who have perhaps done other things, but you have not been able to represent people in a way where you are speaking out on behalf of groups or even perhaps different aspects of life, such as the animal kingdom or some other aspect that is really important, such as the effects of negative energy on people, things that are really negative, like certain forms of radiation, certain types of energies that exist in the world, such as certain types of narcissism that can affect many people's lives in a negative way. So, whatever it is you are meant to be speaking out about, those of you who have not been able to do it up till now are being prepared. And the way you are being prepared is by being given a lot of light in certain areas of your life, such as, for example, feeling that you can speak openly and really share your viewpoints with people, given opportunities to do this. Perhaps you are given opportunities in other ways as well, such as being invited to speak in certain places, actually on a level that is very official. But for some of you here, it may come in other ways. For example, finding yourself drawn to other people who are doing this type of work and being inspired by them. But whatever it is, you will know if you are being prepared for something because doors will open in certain directions. And because of this, you may start to feel that your life is taking you in a direction you did not necessarily expect. So, what I will say is go with the flow here because there is a lot to be done in the world in this lifetime generally when it comes to being able to represent groups of people who have been excluded, who have been persecuted, whose points of view have not been heard. So many people will be activated actually. And it is okay for you to be in the limelight doing this type of work because many voices are needed. So it is a reminder not to shy away from the limelight if this is your role in life. It is a reminder to be a bit more in your power about this and to really let go of inhibitions, even if you feel things arising from within, to let go and trust that if this is your role in life, you will be given opportunities. You will be met in a very positive way by people. And you will find yourself actually being able to make a difference. I have one more thing I would like to speak about now, and that is every single person who is here is able to play a part in life. But that doesn't mean that your part needs to be very active in the world. It can be, but it doesn't need to be. Playing your part is not about how much you do, how much you are involving yourself in life. It is all about going deep inside, feeling your purpose and doing it. And whatever it is you are here to do will automatically make a difference in the lives of others. So when you are really going deep, if your feeling is to stay put, just to be with yourself and work on yourself, it is actually enough. And you will find that wherever you go, you will carry an energy with you that is of the oneness as you keep clearing yourself and aligning to your true self. And this energy is enough to bring things back into alignment, into a positive balance. So for some of you, this is enough. It is not the same for everyone. For some of you, you have a more active role in life. So it is to really get involved with things going on an everyday level. It is to do things which are more active, but it will be different for all of you. And what I'm really trying to say is whatever your role is, it will be that you will feel it inside. And it is not for you to tell other people what they should be doing in order to be in alignment, because each person is different. And for some people, it is about working on themselves and really coming into the light through the inner work. And then this automatically affects all of humanity, all life actually. But for other people, they are clearing their energy by interacting with life, by doing things which are more active, by being involved in things that inspire them. And through this, they are assisting people, but also clearing their energy and affecting life in a positive way. And I will say that it is all needed, that it is really all a part of life. And whatever you feel inwardly called to do will be right for you. But what I'm really trying to say is that in the new age, it will be recognized by people that there is no higher path. There is no such thing as simply being in a certain kind of energy and that being superior to others. It is about going within, feeling what is right for you and doing it. And that is the highest path for you. And it is also a reminder to those of you who may have beliefs from the old age about things, that some of you may have been taught that active engagement in life is actually the higher path. Some of you may have been taught the opposite, that going within and working on yourself is a higher path, because in this way you are clearing things from your system that could create a problem and bringing things back into balance and alignment from within, which automatically affects life in a positive way. So some of you may have been taught this. Some of you may have been taught that you need to do a bit of both. And some of you may even have the belief, perhaps from people who have told you this, that if you are not doing something in the world that is active, you are in a mode of avoiding your path and simply, in one way or another, escaping to something else. But what I will say is none of these things are true. That your path is personal, individual, and when you go deep inside, you will feel it, you will know it, that it is not about one thing or another. It is about whatever is right for you. And if you feel you need to be alone, work on your energy, clearing the pain body, then that is right for you. And it is not about avoiding or escaping reality. For you, it is about actually engaging with yourself on a deeper level, engaging with what is really going on. And if you did the opposite, you would actually be escaping yourself in one way or another, coming away from yourself. So for you, it may be the best thing to do in this life is to be with yourself. Give yourself a lot of attention, a lot of time to clear your energy. And for other people, it is the complete opposite. So, this is the message I have for today, to follow your own guidance from inside. And remember that nothing is better or worse, but it is about what is right for you. And also remember that there is such a thing as trying to move away from your path. But the expression of this will be different for all of you. And for some of you, when you are too active in the world, you are actually losing connection with yourself. And for other people, it is the other way round, that when you are perhaps not doing enough in the world, you are then in some way or another disconnected from yourself, moving into some other state, reality, some sort of escapism. But what I will say is, you will know when you are out of alignment. This message is actually important for all of you at the moment, because I want all of you to know that you need to understand yourself on this level. You need to understand what your path is and know when you are moving away from it. That is all. The week ahead will generally be a really positive one. It is not a week where you will feel necessarily bothered by negative energies, but you may feel a bit like you need time to be with yourself and rest, but only because you may be in some process of going deeper into the light and feeling this going on inside. But generally, the energies are good at the moment. That is all. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening. And yeah, so wishing you a really good week ahead and lots of love to all of you.